Learning Italian indefinite adjectives and pronouns will help you talk about vague quantities like a lot, many, or few. In this lesson, we focus on 3 common words: molto, tanto, and poco. These are used every day to say things like a lot of people, so much time, or few friends. We'll cover the theory, how these words work grammatically, plenty of examples in everyday situations, and some exercises at the end. What are indefinite adjectives and pronouns? In Italian, they are words that describe an imprecise or non-specific quantity or quality of nouns. Unlike numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90 e 100, which give an exact amount. Indefinites give a general idea. For example, many people or a few things. When these words stand alone without a noun, they act as indefinite pronouns, replacing the noun while still giving a sense of quantity. For example, in English, many are here. Many of them. The key feature is that they do not refer to a specific or precise number. Agreement. Indefinite adjectives in Italian must agree with the noun they describe in gender, masculine or feminine, and number, singular or plural. This means their endings change depending on whether the noun is masculine or feminine, singular or plural. For example, to say many friends, you would use molti amici, since amici is masculine plural. But for many people, you would say molte persone, since persone is feminine plural. We'll see specific forms of molto, tanto, poco in a moment. When used as pronouns, standing alone, these words also take masculine or feminine, singular or plural forms to match the noun they replace. Often the masculine plural form is used to refer to people in general, mixed group, in an impersonal way. For example, pochi ricordano questo film. Means few people remember this movie, where pochi, few, is an indefinite pronoun, replacing few people. We just use few instead of few people. We just use pochi. Whether as adjectives or pronouns, the form of molto, tanto, poco must correspond to the noun's gender number they refer to. You can see here the forms of molto, tanto, poco in masculine, feminine, and singular, plural, along with their basic meanings. Molto, molto, masculine singular, molta, feminine singular, molti, masculine plural, molte, feminine plural. Means much, many, a lot. Example: ho molto lavoro oggi. I have a lot of work today. Here molto is masculine singular, agreeing with lavoro, work. Ci sono molte persone in piazza. There are many people in the square. Piazza square. Molte is feminine plural, agreeing with persone, people. Tanto, tanto masculine singular, tanta feminine singular, tanti masculine plural, tante feminine plural. Means so much, so many, a lot. Generally interchangeable with molto. Example: non ho tanta pazienza. I don't have so much patience. Tanta is feminine singular for pazienza. Ci sono tanti problemi. There are so many problems. Tanti is masculine plural for problemi. You can often use tanto or molto to convey a large quantity. For example, ho tanti amici or ho molti amici, I have a lot of friends. Though tanto can add a nuance of so much, so many in an emphatic way. Poco, poco masculine singular, poca feminine singular, pochi masculine plural, poche feminine plural. Means little, few, not much, not many, a small quantity. Note the spelling in the plural masculine pochi with an H and feminine poche, also here with an H. Example, ho poco tempo, I have little time. Poco is masculine singular agreeing with tempo, time. Ci sono poche sedie libere. There are few free chairs. Poche is feminine plural agreeing with sedie, chairs. Summary of meanings. Molto and tanto indicate a large or abundant quantity, a lot of, while poco indicates a small or limited quantity, few or not much. Keep in mind that in English we use much with uncountable nouns, much water, and many with countable nouns, many friends. But Italian just uses molto, tanto in singular for uncountables and in plural for countables as needed. Extra note, molto and tanto can also function as adverbs, meaning very or so much, in which case they do not change their form. For example, la pizza è molto buona. The pizza is very good. Here molto is an adverb modifying buona and stays the same for both masculine and feminine. Similarly, ti amo tanto, which means I love you so much. In this lesson, however, we are focusing on their use as indefinite adjectives and pronouns, quantities. Just remember that when used as adjectives with nouns, they must agree and change ending. But as adverbs, before adjectives or verbs, they remain invariable. Usage in everyday situations. Now let's put molto, tanto, poco into practical context. These words are extremely common in daily conversations, used to talk about quantities of food, time, people, and so on. We'll look at each word with examples drawn from everyday life. Molto, a lot of, much, many. Molto is used to indicate a large quantity. Quando fa caldo, bevo molta acqua. When it's hot, I drink a lot of water. Here, molta is feminine singular to agree with acqua, water. This is a common context, talking about drinking a lot of water on a hot day in Rome. Ci sono molte persone in piazza. There are many people in the square. Molte, feminine plural, describes persone, people. This sentence shows molto used with a countable noun in plural, many people. You could similarly say ci sono molti turisti a Roma. There are many tourists in Rome. Lui ha molti amici a scuola. He has a lot of friends at school. Molti, masculine plural, for amici, friends. Using molto with friends is very common to say someone has many friends. You could also say tanti amici. Molti studiano l'italiano online con Piazza Square. Many people study Italian online. Here molti is used as an indefinite pronoun, masculine plural, standing for many people. You see, molti studiano l'italiano online. I don't say molti ragazzi studiano italiano online. I just say molti. Okay, that's why this is a pronoun, because there is no noun. Molti just substitutes the noun. In Italian, using the plural form alone like this is a common way to say things like many think or many are. For example, molti sono americani in quella classe. Means many of them are Americans in that class. Molto can also be used for non-countable quantities, singular nouns, meaning much or a lot of in the singular form. For instance, ho molto lavoro oggi, I have a lot of work today, or non c'è molto tempo, there isn't much time. In both cases, molto is singular, masculine for lavoro, masculine for tempo, indicating a lot, or much of an uncountable thing. Tanto, so much, so many, a lot. Ho tanta fame, I'm so hungry. Literally, I have so much hunger. Tanta is feminine singular agreeing with fame, hunger. This is an everyday expression to say you are very hungry. You could also say ho molta fame, I have a lot of hunger, but tanta fame is very common in speech to emphasize how hungry you are. Lei ha tanti amici in città, she has a lot of friends in the city. Abbiamo tante cose da fare oggi, we have so many things to do today. C'è tanta gente al mercato questa mattina. There are so many people at the market this morning. We use tanta, feminine singular, with gente, people. Gente in Italian is a collective noun meaning people in general, okay? And is grammatically singular feminine. So we say tanta gente or molta gente to mean a lot of people. Just like molto, tanto can be used a pronoun on its own. Tanti sono partiti presto. Many people have left early. Or tanto è stato fatto. A lot has been done. Let's see some examples with poco. Abbiamo poco tempo. We have little time, not much time. In questa città ci sono pochi turisti. In this city there are a few tourists. Ci sono poche sedie libere. There are a few free chairs available. Ok, poche feminine plural. Poche persone parlano latino oggi. Few people speak Latin today. Poche feminine plural for persone. You could also use gente. C'è poca gente al cinema stasera. There are few people at the movie theater tonight. When used on its own as an indefinite pronoun, poco means few. For example, pochi ricordano questo film. Now it's time to practice using molto, tanto, poco. Fill in the blank with the correct form. Non abbiamo tempo prima che il treno parta. We don't have much time before the train leaves. 3, 2, 1. Non abbiamo molto tempo prima che il treno parta. Or non abbiamo tanto tempo prima che il treno parta. Next one. Ci sono turisti qui in inverno. È bassa stagione. There are few tourists here in winter. It's low season. 3, 2, 1. Ci sono pochi turisti qui in inverno. È bassa stagione. Next one. Bevi caffè durante la giornata? Do you drink a lot of coffee during the day? 3, 2, 1. Bevi tanto caffè durante la giornata? Or bevi molto caffè durante la giornata? Nel mio quartiere ci sono ristoranti buoni. In my neighborhood there are a lot of good restaurants. 3, 2, 1. Nel mio quartiere ci sono tanti ristoranti buoni. Or nel mio quartiere ci sono molti ristoranti buoni. Oggi ho lavoro da fare. I have so much work to do today. 3, 2, 1. Oggi ho tanto lavoro da fare. Or oggi ho molto lavoro da fare. Mia nonna ha pazienza con noi. My grandma has a lot of patience with us. 3, 2, 1. Mia nonna ha tanta pazienza con noi. Or mia nonna ha molta pazienza con noi. Now translate from English to Italian. I have little money. 3, 2, 1. Ho pochi soldi. Complimenti per la lezione di oggi. È stata molto divertente. I see you in the next one. Ciao!